What happens when two pop singers meet at the Met Gala, but one of them is established, but the other one is coming up and coming? Well, that what happens when Rihanna and Tyla met at the Met Gala. People felt online that Rihanna was giving Tyla the cold shoulder. Tyla probably felt like a little bit uncomfortable and a little bit wanting to open up to Rihanna. Rihanna was probably had a lot going on in her world. We'll get to it as we start viral right here, right now. Welcome to Viral. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on Viral. We talk about Rihanna and Tyler. Both singers are real popular, especially Rihanna and Tyler, popular. But they had a little awkward moment at the Met Gala, but we'll get to it in a minute. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Viral here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Here on Viral, we talk about pop singers Rihanna and Tyler had an awkward, uncomfortable moment at the Met Gala. We thought they was going to embrace each other, but they was waiting on their rides. Rihanna was a little bit preoccupied. She was looking at ASAP Rocky, her partner, to get his attention to come on with that, as well as Tyler was ready to go herself. Well, a lot of backlash going on. Here's an inkling of what Tyler had said. Take a look.
I look crazy right now, but I just woke up. My voice is raspy. But basically, y'all, everyone knows I love Ree. Oh my gosh. So I met her last year, and she was cool. You know, I met her, but I think she was occupied because she was like, I went up to her, I was like, oh, hey, you know. She was like, hey, my baby daddy's calling me, and then she left. And I was like, oh, maybe she was busy. So I don't know, I felt awkward. What the heck? I felt awkward. I don't know how to say hi. If I feel like someone's busy, it's like, So this time, I was waiting for my car, and she was right there, and I was, yeah. So this time, yeah, I don't want to go up because I felt like she was busy, you know what I mean? And the last time she was busy. So I want to, like, when we do speak, if we do end up speaking ever, I want it to be, like, calm. So we both can just, vibe and talk nicely.
This is what Tyler had said. She said that she didn't feel unfazed by Rihanna doing that, but many people felt like Rihanna gave Tyler the cold shoulder because Rihanna feels like she's being pushed out because they're looking at Tyler as the new her, and Rihanna does not feel like she's not giving up to retire yet. Rihanna got a lot going on. She's a businesswoman. She's a mogul. She's a mother. So she got a lot going on, preoccupied. Tyler is really getting started. So, the emotions right there, fans quick to judge than what they already seen. Let's get to our very own Bob Evans. Bob, can you break it down? What's going on between Tyler and Rihanna? Let's take a look what Bob Evans has to say.
The internet is buzzing after fans noticed what looked like a tense moment between Rihanna and Tyla at the 2026 Met Gala. Social media exploded with speculation, claiming there was backstage drama after short clips showed what some called an awkward interaction between the two stars during fashion's biggest night. But what really happened? So far, there's no confirmed feud, no public fallout, and no official statement suggesting bad blood between Rihanna and Tyla. Most reports suggest the viral moment may have simply been taken out of context. Another example of social media turning a split-second red carpet interaction into a full-blown celebrity controversy. Still, fans continue dissecting every frame, with theories spreading across TikTok and X about possible tension between the global superstar and the fast-rising music sensation. Was it real drama? Or just another internet-fueled misunderstanding? One thing is certain. When Rihanna shows up, the world pays attention.
Thank you, Bob, for the informative insight. Bob Evans, one of the best in the business, and Bob Evans be true to the word, true to his game. He's investigating. So let's hear what you people had to say. You people did not hold back one bit. Let's hear what you people had to say about the Tyla and Rihanna situation that was awkward at the Met Gala. Let's hear what you people had to say on what the people say.
Singer Tyla has just publicly addressed her alleged Met Gala feud with Rihanna. So in case you haven't been following this, there was a viral video from the Met Gala that sparked feud rumours between Rihanna and Tyla because it looked like Rihanna had snubbed Tyla and refused to say hello to her. In the video, Tyla is standing awkwardly and it kind of looks like Rihanna isn't acknowledging her. Tyla has now spoken out about this. She posted a video to her TikTok where she essentially said that this was the second time she's met Rihanna, and she said that the first time she ever met her, she found it kind of awkward because although Rihanna did say hi, she then apparently made a quick excuse that she needed to go and talk to ASAP, and Tyla felt like Rihanna was essentially too busy to speak to her. So she said that this time around, when she saw Rihanna, she felt too awkward to say hello. However, Tyla did state in the video that she still has nothing but love for Rihanna. After watching this video, however, a lot of fans are just speculating that the whole situation had very little to do with Tyla, and that really Rihanna was preoccupied because ASAP was talking to another woman behind her, and she was busy trying to figure out what he was doing, so she just didn't notice Tyla.
Yeah.
Who are some of those early artists you were listening to?
Rihanna was like, I just wanted to be her.
You got a favorite Rihanna song that comes to mind?
I really like California King Bed.
Okay.
Because I have like a memory attached to it. Like I just remember being small.
Yeah.
And asking my parents to just sit down and watch me perform the song. And I was just like putting on outfits and doing a whole performance for my family. And yeah, that song I love.
Tyla speaks on being ignored by Rihanna at the Met Gala and saying she felt so awkward.
I went up to her, I was like, oh, hey, she was like, hey, my baby daddy's calling me, and then she left, and I was like, oh. So I don't know, I felt awkward. What the heck? I felt awkward. I don't know how to say hi. If I feel like someone's busy, it's like, I mean, the last time she was busy. So I want to, like, when we do speak, if we do end up speaking ever, I want it to be, like, calm, so we both can just, vibe.
Now, fans are in the comments clocking it, saying, I think Rihanna managed to be busy on you twice, babe. We saw how she gave time to Ira Star. Babe, I appreciate the hope, but I recognize the move. This means you're doing something right. Why would you post this? Now, y'all, in the time that it took for A$AP Rocky to even get back to Rihanna, Tyla was still just waiting idle in the corner, and Rihanna was doing everything in her way to not even look towards her. It was crazy. Some people are wondering why Tyla thinks Rihanna wants a younger version of herself to be anywhere near her and her man while they're clearly in a mood. So what is y'all's thoughts?
Okay, so Rihanna didn't embrace Tyla. She was like, you gotta work if you wanna be embraced by me, okay?
She was occupied because she was like, I went up to her, I was like, oh, hey, she was like, hey, my baby daddy's calling me, and then she left, and I was like, oh.
Hey, I got hits on hits, okay? The little water dance and your little South African accent is not enough to meet me. I don't know what the beef is. I feel like her and Beyonce, it was a little, we were for a little while, but there's rumors of why that happened. But I don't think that's the thing. But yeah, Tyla was like, I didn't want to bother her. She was like busy, and she's, first of all, you should want to be around anybody but A$AP Rocky right now. He's all over the place. Okay. She said her baby daddy was calling, like, oh, okay. So who knows why Rihanna didn't want to talk to Tyla. But I think she gave her head nod. What up?
So Tyla has now spoken on her interaction with Rihanna at the Met Gala after a lot of people called their interaction awkward. And being real, their interaction may have been a little awkward, but I think a lot of y'all are blowing it out of proportion because Tyla said she was cool. I think that she was occupied and I went up to her and was like, oh, hey, you know. And she was like, hey, my baby daddy is calling me, and then she left. I definitely don't think that this situation is as big as people are blowing it to be, but it did definitely seem like Rihanna brushed Tyla off because she was occupied with whatever A$AP Rocky had going on. And I don't see the big drama of this all because that is literally her baby daddy. I think we've seen the multiple clips of Rihanna being irritated with A$AP. I guess he was talking to some girl and getting a bit touchy at the Met Gala in front of her, and she was not having it. But in Tyla's video, she said, y'all know she loved her some Rihanna. So at the end of the day, I don't really think it was any disrespect. I think that Rihanna was stressed out with A$AP Rocky. It was probably just not the time. But at the end of the day, I can definitely see why a lot of y'all are like, oh, maybe Rihanna don't like Tyla. Because that was a brush off. I mean, immediately after Tyla asked her something, she said she gotta go. Her baby daddy. So, I mean, y'all let me know what y'all thinking in the comments. At the end of the day, I love both Rihanna and Tyla. I don't know about y'all, but I love them both.
I feel like you guys just find any reasons to dislike Tyla. You guys find any reasons to hate on this girl. Why are you guys so bothered by her? I don't understand. Let me tell you guys why Tyla is now being hated on and she's now being cancelled. Basically, obviously, Tyla made a video yesterday about her and Rihanna at the Met Gala. And basically, Tyla was saying that she's met Rihanna before. But the first time that she met Rihanna, Rihanna was like, oh, well, my baby daddy's calling me. Now, the second time they were at the Met Gala, and that was what was recorded and posted. And it basically was Tyla standing in the corner, and then Rihanna was just looking around and watching A$AP Rocky, her baby daddy. You see, everybody was trying to say that, oh, Rihanna was ignoring Tyla, Rihanna doesn't like Tyla, Rihanna didn't want to talk to Tyla. So Tyla came and explained it and just said that she felt awkward and that she didn't want to go up to Rihanna this time because obviously the last time she was trying to talk to Rihanna said my baby daddy was calling me. So she felt a little bit awkward and she didn't know if she should go and say hi or no. She's shy. I understand why now this is like a hate campaign towards Tyla. Talk about, oh, Tyla shouldn't have posted this, shouldn't have said that. Tyla is rude. She's the fan of Rihanna. Well, duh, dummy. She said that. That's why she was scared and awkward to go up to Rihanna because the last time Rihanna was busy. And she even said it in the video. She felt like Rihanna was busy, so she didn't want to bother her. I understand what exactly that your brains can't comprehend. Is your brain now made out of coconut? Is it made out of Dettol? You people always try to cancel or come for somebody for the most stupidest reason. She never said anything disrespectful about Rihanna. Literally explain the situation because everybody's making different narratives. Leave Tyla alone. You guys just hate on her because she's African, because she's beautiful, and because she's young. And some of you are jealous that you're not young. Leave her alone. It's getting weird. You guys always trying to find reasons to hate on Tyla and be disrespectful towards her, disrespect her because she's African. Leave the girl alone. It's actually getting weird.
Attention to detail. Y'all people did not hold back one bit. Y'all read the room, and the room was read, and y'all felt like either or. Rihanna probably was going through something. Tiger was going through something. So there's a lot going on. So, hey, like I said, we hear it viral. We don't know. Everybody was going quick to judge, but maybe Rihanna had a bad day and she was exhausted from a long day at the Met Gala. So that happens. So, as we saw right there. Thank you all for watching this edition of Viral. I've been your host, Kendra Dix, saying so long. We'll see you next time for another edition of Viral.